Hey leaders, Scott Matthew here from nixyourlimits.com. Today I wanted to talk about the entire idea of the other education. That's what I call the education that you need to gain while in school to catapult your career and to best prepare you to jump into whatever job it is that you're going to be looking for after you graduate from school. Okay, so that other education. Well, first identify what the education is. Okay, if you're going to school for a purpose. I am 100% behind that. That there's hundreds, maybe even over thousands of careers that require an education just to get into the door. And so it's important just as ever, and I know the entrepreneur world puts a lot of pressure on you don't need an education, and that may be true, but if your passion is to fulfill some kind of purpose in a specific role, such as an engineer, a doctor, one of those jobs that require education, then you go all in on that education and don't let anybody tell you anything different. Okay, so you go for that education. You never forget that while you're in college, and that's your number one priority, is getting that education. Okay, but while you're there is plenty of opportunity for you to gain what I call the other education. And here's why. So when you apply for that job, and you sit down for that first interview, the reason you're able to get that interview is because you have enough education. To get the job, you're evaluated entirely on how much education you have. How much do you know? Okay, how much do you know about the different things that you're going to be held responsible for? And then once you get in that role, you'll see a pivot. You'll see a big change in the way you're evaluated. All of a sudden, it doesn't matter what you know. It matters what you can do. It matters what kind of teammate you are. It matters how you communicate, how you hold yourself accountable, how you're organized, how you can mediate conflict, like all of those types of things. All of a sudden, you start to be evaluated on that instead of education, and nobody told you. And so that's why I am out with the Nix Your Limits message to talk to students about gaining the other education. So that's what we talk about at nixyourlimits.com, is the leadership skills that you need: communication, mediation, how to be organized, how to really be focused on what your priorities are, how to manage those priorities, how to work well in a team, how to motivate, how to inspire. If you learn those skills while you're a student, then when you graduate and you start applying for those big jobs, you're already way ahead than the people that only got their education. You're way ahead, and that's incredible. That's an incredible opportunity for you, because then that puts you head and shoulders above other candidates who just have a degree. You have the degree, plus you have all this leadership experience. You have all of these skills that you can use that those companies know they're already going to be evaluating you on once you get in the job. And so you're already doing it, and that makes you a much more convincing candidate in their eyes, and puts you, like I said, head and shoulders above to help catapult your career so you can start pursuing opportunities sooner than most. And a huge reason why it's so important to focus on gaining the other education while you're in school is because of a simple principle: success loves speed. And so if you really start investing in yourself while you're in school, during those short few years, you will set yourself up for a lifetime of high achievement and success. A lifetime. And I promise you that that is true. The individuals that really invest in themselves while in school, and they keep at it, and they develop themselves, and they make sacrifices, so they're not known as the party animal. Maybe they're not known as, the most social person around the entire campus, but they are the ones that are going to achieve the most success, and so that later on they can live that life. They can live whatever life they want. That optimum lifestyle that they want to achieve, they can have. And so that's what's going to make the difference. So seek out the other education. Utilize the resources at nixyourlimits.com, on Instagram at nixyourlimits, and we can help you get there. We can help you get there. So sign up, join, do whatever it takes, get on the Nix Your Limits journey, and nix your limits today.